and gentlemen. In this hallowed month, we'll be reviewing games from the crypt. From the creepy to the horrific, from the morbid to the macabre, from the infamous to the obscure. Turn off the lights and join me on a journey through my curiously sinister collection of retro video games. For today's Halloween game review, we're going to be talking about an infamous, notorious, and obscure video game known as Chiller. Now, let me give you a little history lesson on this one. Back in the 1990s, a game company known as Exidy created the game called Chiller and tried to sell it off as a light gun-based game to arcades. However, due to the intensely graphic and gory nature of the game, it did not sell well in American arcades. The game was sold off in a ditch effort to make sales to third world countries. The game sold okay there, but it was released in America unlicensed on the Nintendo under the company American Game Cartridges Incorporated. The game is considered an oddity and collector item among NES collectors, and it really doesn't fit in with the rest of the childish Nintendo games of the Nintendo library, due to, once again, its use of nudity, extreme gore, and violence. I'll let the game speak for itself, though, as we take a look at it. This is the real deal. I can't believe this game exists, but it would seem so because I've got it inside my Nintendo. So, the game begins with a wicked, I assume, wolf howl, and you'll see we not only can set the number of players, but also the number of pistols used. This is the only NES game in existence that can utilize 2 light guns. So, we begin in the first of 4 levels, a graveyard, and we blow this lady's body apart, and then shoot this nun with a baby carriage. Wow. So, level 2, you're in a hallway, and you blow out the eye of this ghost face. And you can also shoot the helpless dog for bonus points. That's always nice. And after you've murdered enough ghosts, you know, killing them twice and all, you move on to level 3. Wow, what the fuck am I looking at? You've got 3 people on torture racks, 1 chained to the floor, a river of blood, some dude hanging above the river on a pulley system in a body bag, and some little kid who keeps running in the doorway and you can shoot him in the face. Holy hell, I can't believe they tried to market this. It's like, hey, what'd you grow up with? Oh, Mario, you know, saving the princess. Sonic collecting those gold rings he loves so much. Oh, and Chiller, butchering half-naked innocents. So, I can't get past this level, but there's only 1 left after it, and here's what it looks like in case you're curious, and I know you are. You've got a dude on the wall, and you can blow his body into pieces. Some poor soul in the guillotine, a naked lady in an iron maiding, waiting to have her body blown to bits, and some poor guy with his head in a vice, which you can slowly spin and crush with each shot. So, that's Chiller. It's definitely the black sheep of my NES collection, definitely a conversation piece, and definitely an oddity, and quite frankly, it's one of the items I'm most proud to own for all the wrong reasons. I mean, just look at the cover. Dead people are cool. You can tell just from the label, this one is definitely the odd man out. So, for straight up gameplay, putting aside how epically rare and odd this thing is, I'd have to give this game like a 4 out of 10 because it's old light gun technology and the hit detection kind of sucks. But I mean, come on, it is what it is. It's awesome in a twisted sense. So, gameplay is a 4, but as far as how wicked it would look just sitting on your Nintendo collection shelf, well, it receives a 10 from me in that department. It is, however, incredibly rare and expensive, and when you do manage to come by it, you're probably not going to want to pay the price that's on it. However, if you ever happen to stumble upon this one at a reasonable price, I'd pick it up without a second thought, just because of how weird and especially odd this game is.